Hey guys, it's Gaarc3201 and I'm uploading my first generalsecura Tourney match. And I hope you like my singles team because I'm going to have to speak really fast because I made a lot of cuts in this. Because it went over the 10-minute mark and I don't know how to fast forward it on my current Windows Movie Maker because it doesn't have that option for some weird reason. So yeah, and this is against Gaarc33. And this, I gotta say, his team made me... I admire this team. So I start out with Metal Gear the Skarmory and I use Stealth Rock. And yeah, just to break sashes. And this Shuckle had to make me the happiest out of all of it. Because of this move here, I wasn't expecting a tract for anything. That is so awesome. I've never seen one like that. Oh, and I cut out all the move selections from the guys so you can't tell what any of my moves are if you're in a tournament. So, haha. So yeah, so I swap out Metal Gear and I send out Maylene to Lucario because I figure, well, she can't get attracted by a female. At least I hope not. And then he goes for a Stealth Rock, which I've never seen Stealth Rock on a Shuckle, so that made me even happier. I was like, that is so cool. Then he sends out Dusk Noir, which I'm like, okay, thank God I didn't do Aura Sphere. So yeah, I go for Calm Mind, which I was like, alright, Calm Mind Sweeper. So, yay, Calm Mind sweeping Lucario. And I figured I'd need the extra Calm Mind just because I know Dusk Noirs can be pretty bulky. But I wasn't expecting this because, I don't know, I had a brain fart. And his Dusk Noir goes for Trick Room, and I was like, ah, crap, how did I not see that? And, yeah. So, he goes for Brick Break, and I was like, okay, this shouldn't do too much. He's not much attack. Then it said that, and I was like, holy crap, it did half of my health. Then I go for Dark Pulse, and it kind of rapes that Dusk Noir, and I was like, holy crap, that, I was like speechless right there. I didn't know what to say. Because it usually takes me forever to knock out those things. So yeah, now goes Dusk Noir. So now out comes his Rhyperior, and I was like, oh crap, what's he gonna do? Probably Earthquake. So I swapped out Lucario, predicting the Earthquake. I swap out Lucario for my Weezing. And if you know the reason behind Weezing's nickname, because it's Sniffin' Inma, or Sniffin' Inma, so that kind of gives you where it comes from, if you've ever watched any of his LPs. He goes for Hammer Arm, and it doesn't do too much because, you know, Weezing's defense and it's poison type. And I was like, yeah. So, there's some lag. He goes for Hammer Arm again because he's slower than me. And it does a little more than usual. Then, since I predicted it was going to do a little more damage, I did a Pain Split just to get my health back. And it pretty much I get almost all my health back. And that makes me smile. Because Sniffin' Inma makes me smile. Because she's awesome. And I don't know about that lag, but he calls back Rhyperior because I thought he was choice banded. So I was like, okay, that thing is choice banded. That thing's a danger. But then he sends out Umbreon, and I was like, ah, crap. Now I'm going to have the biggest stall war ever, because I know these things are defensive monsters in both defenses. So, Sludge Bomb goes off. It does a little bit. That's where I kind of expected it to be. He gets leftovers, and watch this. My Weezing outsped an Umbreon. Now that was just weird. I was like, what the heck? And on top of that, I get the poison. And I was like, oh man, I feel bad now. I never can get this luck when I need it, but against the first excuse me, against my first opponent, I get this kind of luck. So then he goes for Wish, and I'm like, ah, crap. So then I'm switching out Weezing because I know I won't be able to do too much. And then he uses Pursuit, and I was like, oh my god, that's the first Umbreon I've ever seen with Pursuit. So I was like, yeah. So then, yeah, Weezing goes back to his Pokeball, and then I send out Maylene the Lucario, because, you know, Maylene, I can pretty much counter his team with Maylene. And if you're wondering why her name is Maylene, just think of the anime and the game, because her signature Pokemon Lucario, and it's a girl, so yeah, I kind of figured, yeah, that works. And this took a long time right here, so I kind of figured he'd swap out Umbreon, because, you know, Lucario, fighting type. So then he sends out Espeon, and I was like, crap. If it has Hidden Power, Fire, or Ground, I'm kind of screwed. But so I just figured go for Calm Mind just to get some sort of, like, provisions for myself. And this turn I kind of felt bad a lot because I used Dark Pulse and I get a critical. And Espeon is one of my favorite psychic types, so I was highly upset on that. Slowpoke, it's tied with Espeon on my favorite psychic types, so I was incredibly upset with that. Then out comes a Tyranitar, and I'm like, okay. Then Sandstorm comes up, so I was like, okay, maybe it has a Chople Berry and it'll like completely resist this. So then I go for Aura Sphere, and it kind of obliterates Tyranitar. I was like, huh? What? Wait a minute. I was like, with the Sandstorm boost, and if it had a Chople Berry, it would have survived that. And then he sends out his Umbreon again, and I was like, I don't know what to do here. I was like, I'm getting kind of confused. So I go for a Calm Mind just because I know Umbreons are defensive monsters in both defenses. Then he goes for Pursuit, and then it pretty much confirmed my toxic stalling theory. And yeah, that Umbreon, I gotta say, that Umbreon's freaking nice. I love his Umbreon set, along with his Shuckle set, and a particular move on his Rhyperior that sadly you won't be able to see. But it's freaking awesome. So you should definitely sub the Gaarc, because he's freaking awesome. So Aura Sphere goes off and kills the Umbreon, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way my Lucario is this powerful. It's unheard of. I cannot be doing this good. I'm gonna be like struck by lightning as soon as I go outside. And it was storming too when I did this battle, so yeah. So then I go for Aura Sphere again, after he sends out Rhyperior, and it kills it. I was like, wait a minute. Rhyperior with Solid Rock plus Sandstorm should be well more than enough to survive that. There's no way I killed that thing. And that was the last cut I made. So yeah, I can talk normally now. And this last guy sends out Shuckle, and I was like, okay, then here's Maylene's set because you pretty much saw the entire thing. So yeah, I don't know why I had lag. So I go for Dragon Pulse just to see how much I can do. I probably should have went for Aura Sphere in retrospect, but I figured see how much I could do. It does a little bit, and I was like, yeah, with the Sandstorm and Shuckle's immense defenses, then this is gonna take a while. So he uses Rest, and I was like, okay, I'll just go for Aura Sphere to see how much I can get done on it this time, after the lag goes out. But turns out he actually gives up at this turn. So, yeah, good game, Gaarc. I hope you'll be rooting for me. This was an awesome team of yours. I can't wait to battle you again in the future. So, yeah, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, and see you guys next time for my next tourney fight.